Hi everyone. In this incredibly uncertain time where any of us can feel anxious or insecure at any time, I just thought of sharing this brief mindfulness meditation technique with you. Something that I found personally very helpful in just feeling centered, calmer, and being sort of present in the moment. You could do it for a longer time, but if you're new to this, maybe 10-12 minutes would be a good place to start. To begin with, I say, look for a quiet place in your home, a place where you won't be disturbed, and then sit with your legs crossed and with your back upright, preferably without a backrest. But for whatever health reasons or any other reasons you are unable to do that, it's all right. The idea is to be in an alert sort of state with your back upright and but yet be in a relaxed and comfortable position. As you sit in, start with just a few deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Close your eyes, and as you inhale and then exhale, just let go of the worries and the anxieties and the stresses that you might be carrying. And do that for 3-4 deep breaths. And as you kind of settle down, start with the mindfulness meditation, and that's essentially focusing on your breath. So keep your eyes closed and just focus on the breath going in and coming out of your nose. And as you do that, very likely that very soon your mind is going to race ahead with some thoughts, and you won't even realize, but you will be preoccupied with those thoughts. But when you do realize, just acknowledge them and remember and remind yourself to come back to watching the breath. Because tell yourself, I'm here for these 10 minutes to just focus on the breath. The important thing to remember here is that as you get caught up in these thoughts, and come back to the breath, not to judge those thoughts or yourself. Because one of the biggest sort of causes of anxiety and insecurity in our life is we tend to judge ourselves, we tend to judge our loved ones, others, our situation, or we feel judged. And what this technique essentially does is training us to experience the non-judgmental space. So acknowledge those thoughts, and without judging them or ourselves, come back to watching the breath. The other thing to note is that this technique really allows us to be in the present, and breath is a great sort of tool for that, because you couldn't be breathing your previous breath or your future breath, right? You're always in the present breath, and that's how your body and mind slowly gets aligned to the present moment. So you do this for about 10 minutes, and before you finish, there are 2 other steps, maybe for a minute each. First is gratitude, just practicing gratitude, feeling grateful for whatever is in place in your life, whether it's your work or your family or your loved ones or friends or whatever else, things that you are actually grateful for but don't acknowledge them more actively. And after a minute of that, spend a minute being compassionate, both to yourself and to others. So just being forgiving and loving to yourself firstly, and then to others, your loved ones, your family, your friends, and other people. And in that moment, you can also feel the compassion for migrant workers, for health workers, for daily wage earners, or other people you care about. When we are in this sort of calmer, centered place and feeling grateful, it's a great time to experience that sense of compassion. It's really helpful. So that's really what this sort of 12 odd minutes mindfulness meditation practice is about. I'm also sending out a link in case you want to read more about it in my blog post. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. I would love to engage with you on this. And meanwhile, just stay healthy, safe, and all the very best.